Hey, it's Aaron, and today we'll be going through the solution for Nemo. This puzzle is a level 9 on the Puzzle Master difficulty scale. This puzzle and many others are available at puzzlemaster.ca. So, main goal of this puzzle is to finish all these goals, I guess. So first one, take out the balls with a hidden secret. So, what it's talking about is there are 2 ball bearings inside of this puzzle rolling around. Unfortunately, it's going to be hard to show you because this thing is like a black hole. You can't see inside of it with a camera, it seems. But there is a hole at the bottom of the one pipe here. I'll try to get some light in there with a flashlight. And we need to get them out. And the only hole that's available is this one at the top here. So we'll remove the cork carefully. And then what we want to do is we want to rotate this piece. Now, this has like a maze and a pin. Let's see if I can show further in. So there's like a path that you follow. So we'll lift it up, rotate, back down, rotate, up, and you can see it, you can see the pin there. And we just follow the path. We're all the way up. Now, we're going to want to get the ball bearings into that hole. Now, unfortunately, I have to tip it, so yeah, I can't show you per se, but it's not terribly difficult. It's just you have to tip it and so I have the 2 ball bearings in. So now I want to tip it to the side so that the ball bearings end up in this side of the pipe. And there's nothing to it but to do it. So they're currently resting in here. I tip it up, but I can't really without tipping them back in, as I just did. So we want to take this all the way down, which is just the same process, just turn and down and up and down and up, and we're back to the start. And now we can drop the ball bearings into this middle pipe because it lines up when it's at the start of the puzzle with this pipe. So the ball bearings are now sitting nicely in our main chute. Now we want to take this back up. And we can see it lines up with that hole partway through. You can kind of see the pin. It's roughly right there. So we can dump the ball bearings into our main chute now. I'll just dump that down so you can see. And they come out the top. Now I'm going to take this puzzle off the way for a little bit. So our next thing, arrange the hidden clues in correct order. Well, we just have 2 ball bearings. To start with, we'll pull our leather bag in. So right now I have north going up. That'll be important in a minute. We will open up these ball bearings. We can see that there's 2 tones to it, kind of alluding that they're not the same metal, so they have to be mechanically connected with a screw. And they give us some numbers. Anyway, okay, so from here, we have little dots on these. I'll try to get them out of the glare. So we have a different number of dots on each of these, equaling, well, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to put them in their corresponding spot. 2, 3, 4. Now, this isn't making a lot of sense. You'd end up just Googling a bunch of stuff, because that's what it asks you to do, is Google the exact transcribed clues, and it wants you to figure out the correct order. So it's kind of trying to tell you not to just put every connotation of these 4 numbers into Google till you get it. But that's probably what most of us have done, and that's what I did. I'm not shy about that. I didn't even... And I've thought real hard about why you'd pick the solution, and I'll try to give some reasoning to it, but this is just my opinion. I don't know for sure if this is why someone would exactly do that. So we have north in here, and we have an X and a plus sign. So my thought process is this is north, and north is underneath this plus sign, which this would be a plus. So that makes me believe north needs to actually be pointing down. So we will rotate all these numbers so that they're facing us. Now, that's about as far as my logic goes. Then it just goes into, well, we read left to right, top to bottom. That's typically how we read. So left to right, 150, 57S. Top, or did I do this right? That theory doesn't even work very well, because it's bottom to top. Anyway, I tried my best. At the end of the day, the code is 150, 57, 34, and 30 are west. So we will just go to Google and we type this in with spaces, and we should get a website that looks like this. We click on it, and we have discovered Lincoln Island. Okay, so we have a new set of secrets to uncover. We need to find the Latin inscription, moving and moving. So that ends up being Mobius and Mobius. Mobius and Mobii. Mobile. Mobius and mobile. Anyway, now they don't reference that they want you to use the bag as help. This is not where it is. We have to find it in the puzzle itself. And for these 2 words, they are actually laser etched. You can just barely see it because it's really hard to film this puzzle. But it's in the top, around the top of that pipe, and on the other side as well. You can faintly see it, but it's there. So that's the first. Our second task, symbol of Atlantis, which ends up being this symbol here. I'm assuming it's a reference. I don't quite know it, unfortunately. And that symbol, we actually have to take this top piece and go through some of the puzzle. So in this position, we can see that symbol through the side. So we found that. Our third task, the lucky number of the inventor of this puzzle. I don't know the inventor of this puzzle, but we have a 13. So I gotta assume. And at the doorway inside the puzzle, there are 13 dots all the way around that focus, all the way around that the circumference of that opening. So that's our third task. The fourth task, 3 symbols of the Jules Verne trilogy, which are these 3 symbols: hot air balloon, the sailboat, and the squid, referring to his books. So we'll take this back to the start, and if we look down the front of this, and this is going to be atrociously impossible to film, on the other side of this piece of metal is the the hot air balloon, I believe. We'll see if we can focus. Oh, this is annoying. Okay, you kind of got like the smallest glimpse of it for like as it focuses on the flashlight. Just the worst. Well, anyway, looking through this side like we are, if you actually have light and are able to film it, or not film it, but use your eyes and see it, there's a balloon etched onto the back of that plate, back of this plate. The same with the squid. The squid is on the back of this plate. So we actually want to take this to the finish, fully extended. And let's see if I can actually show off the squid. Probably not, because the camera will not want to focus on that. But anyway, if you look down at you can see the squid at the back side of this. Sorry I can't show it better. This thing is... I've been trying to figure out how to get pictures of it and all that, and I'm just not winning. Anyway, so we have the squid, we have the air balloon, and then actually we have to take this back to the very top again. I don't know why I took it down. And ooh, you can actually see that one. That's actually not terribly bad to see. So just in there, you can see the sailboat at the very bottom of this shaft. Okay, we found the 3 symbols. Now we need to find infinity. And that's our 5th. And we will remember that we have the little V on the cork. The cork was stuffed in here. So the rough logic of it is that if you turn this to the side, the 2 circles make an infinity symbol. Yeah. So that's the puzzle. That gives us all our scavenger hunt. We found everything. So we have solved the puzzle now totally. Now we want to just put everything back, which isn't too difficult. I mean, we've raised and lowered this thing a million times now. So we just want to screw the ball bearings back together. And I'm not sure any order really matters. And I take an hour to put the screws back. Okay, and then we'll take this back to the top through the whole maze. No, we'll take it to that point where the door opens there. We'll drop it in. So the ball bearings are in the main shaft. Then we'll take it back to the start. Like that. And then we can drop the ball bearings back into this pipe down here. And we'll want to take this all the way to the top again. We can dump it back in and back into the main hole. And that's it reassembled. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, we have plenty more like it on our YouTube channel. Haven't had enough? Join our community on Facebook or Instagram. Want more puzzles? We have a massive catalog of puzzles at puzzlemaster.ca.